Hello and welcome to a very special video about Cardfight Vanguard. This isn't the usual weekly update we'd be doing, that will still be happening on the Friday, but instead we have some much more exciting news from the update we've recently had about the new Series of Vanguard. The new series is a reboot of the game as well as the anime series. Now, definitely an interesting choice from Bushiroad, but I do think it's a good choice. There is a lot of stuff to go through with this new information, so I'll take it one step at a time. So when I say a reboot, the format of the game is changing a fair bit as well as starting from the beginning again. Now, I will go into what's happening with tournament formats in a little bit, but first to talk more about the cards. At the moment, there isn't any news of a G-Zone being introduced. It seems to be only the main deck at the moment. Like the beginning of the game, we're starting off with one Blaster Blade trial deck and one Dragonic Overlord trial deck. This time they are named Aichi Sendo and Toshiki Kai, both of which come out on June the 8th. The cards, at least some of them, will be sharing names with their old forms, just with new skills and power. The average power of a card has gone up a little bit, but the shields have gone up a lot more, which will definitely make the games last a bit longer. Trigger units are still at mainly 5,000 power. Grade 1s are 7 to 8k, with Perfect Guards now having a 7k base. Grade 2s mostly have 10k power, and grades are sitting at 13k. However, now grade 2s have their base shield power at 5 to 10,000 shield, while grade 1s have 10k shield, and grade 0s have between 5 to 20. Trigger units have also been buffed, where instead of giving 5k power buff, it's now been changed to a 10k power buff. Stand triggers have been removed entirely and have been replaced with front triggers, which have the ability to give your whole front row plus 10,000 power. It seems like they want restanding to be unique to certain clans now, such as Nova Grappler and Aquaforce. We will also be seeing all of the same clans eventually coming back into the game. There's an entirely new form of card called an imaginary gift. These are cards that you can obtain from riding certain units. There are three kinds of gifts: Excel, Force, and Protect. Reading from their site, the Excel's card description is: get an additional front row rearguard circle that cannot be boosted apart from your current circles. That circle gains plus 10,000 power until the end of turn. So this really changes up the way the game works by being able to add more circles. We also have the Force card, which gives you choose a Vanguard or Rearguard circle to place this marker on. The unit in the circle gains plus 10,000 power until the end of turn. It will get plus 20k power if there are two markers there. And finally, the Protect card with add this card into your hand. It functions like a Perfect Guard ability. The unit cannot be hit if you discard a card when playing this card. This card has to be revealed. What I like about this kind of card is that you get to choose which power you'd like, making it a strategy with which card is best for the occasion. From what I can currently see, it seems like only grade 3 cards give you the gift marker so far, as can be seen on these grade 3s underneath the twin drive symbol. So far it seems like you can re-ride and get another gift from it. Another thing that is good for all of us is each trial deck now comes with 4 of the Ace card, one with a unique image and the other 3 sharing the same image as each other. So for the first trial decks, this means 4 Blaster Blades and 4 Dragonic Overlords, and the unique art resembles their old artwork. Bushiroad have also been kind enough to show us one of the trial deck cards for the Aichi Sendo trial deck, which is for the new form of Alfred Early. His skill is Auto Vanguard Circle. When placed, you can counterblast 1 to call up to 1 Blaster Blade from hand or soul, and give that card plus 10,000 power until the end of the turn. Then if you called a card, draw a card. So as we can see from this, the cards are most likely going to have a similar theme to their old versions, just updated. I think this is a really good idea, and this gives just a nice change of pace. Plus, Bushiroad will now have a better idea of what works and what doesn't in the game, so we'll hopefully see a more balanced game in the future of this format. As for releases after the trial decks, we have the first booster for the series coming out shortly after the trial decks on June the 22nd. This booster is named V-Booster Set 1 Unite Team Q4. It will contain support for Royal Paladin, Kagero, Oracle Think Tank, and Nova Grappler. So we are seeing less clans in each booster, which will hopefully mean that there won't be any clans that get under-supported in a set that they feature in. Also, from the image we're given of the new set, we can see the classic Team Q4 on the left with Alfred behind, most likely King of Knights Alfred. But on the right, we can also see what seems to be Soul Saver Dragon, Imperial Daughter, and Perfect Riser. Though I can't find it now, I'm pretty sure I saw Azura Kaiser and Amaterasu confirmed for this set. So by the look of it, we can make several builds for each clan in this set alone. We no longer have GRs, but we have VRs, which stand for Vanguard Rare. It seems that VRs are just a new form of SP, but I can't be 100% sure about that. One thing I can be sure about though is there are several new special rarities, like SPs. The first one being SVR. These are VRs with hot stamps. IMR, Image Ride Rare. These will have special artwork of Blaster Blade. SCR, Secret Rares. These will be for the imaginary gift cards with special hot stamps. And OR, Origin Rare. This will be giving cards their old artwork, but with the new power, skills, and borders. So these rarities will definitely be something collectors would want to get their hands on. Other than that, there are other sets scheduled for the future. In July, we'll be getting an extra booster for Spike Brothers, Tachikaze, and Mega Colony. Definitely looking forward to what they'll do with Mega Colony. For August, we'll get a Aquaforce trial deck, as well as another extra booster for Aquaforce, Grand Blue, and Dimension Police. And for September, we'll see a Shadow Paladin trial deck, as well as the second booster, this one containing Shadow Paladin, Dark Irregulars, Pale Moon, and Murapuma. Apart from the trial decks, there are no clans overlapping, which means they're probably expecting each set to go a long way, which is good as there are less clans in each set, meaning more support for each one included. Also some nice early support for some of the lesser used clans, which is always fantastic. Onto the competitive scene with the new announcement. You may be worried that your old cards are now worthless. Well, they're not. There's still a place for all cards before the series. Once June comes, there will be 3 formats for a tournament. G format, Premium, and Standard. G format means you use none of the new cards and only use G series backwards. Premium means you can use all the cards available in the game, and Standard means you can only use the new cards. Now, towards November, G format will stop, and all of the tournaments will either be Premium or Standard. I am personally more interested in the Standard format, but I can definitely see a competitive scene for Premium, as you still get your G-Zone and such. It seems that the reason why G format is still going for that time is because not all the clans will be getting support straight away in the new series, so there is still a place for people's clans who haven't gained support. There will also be a demo decks a little bit before release, which are what the cards are from with the blue and red backgrounds that I've been showing as examples. That is mostly it for the game's changes. There is also some news of the anime though. As you can see from the images shown, the old characters are back. This is a reboot for the anime as well as the game. Though from what I've heard, it will focus more on the manga's story rather than the previous anime. We are also getting a Bermuda Triangle animation, though there is no confirmed date for that just yet. And that is pretty much everything for this new series. I'm sorry if I missed anything out, but I'm sure I got most of the big important stuff out there. Leave a comment whether you're excited or not for the new changes. I know I am. I thought the G series was getting a bit silly with the amount of power that was coming out, but it's great to see this new and hopefully improved form. I'll definitely be picking up comes out. I'm mostly excited for the Mega Colony though, so I'll have to wait a bit longer. But I should be picking up like a trial deck, probably the Royal Paladin one, just to sort of test out how the new form. But anyway, thanks for watching, and be sure to look out for the weekly update coming this Friday. Bye!